There's a group of people that got tricked into doing magic just recently around the retrograde because they couldn't see through the illusions of their own shadows. Whatever those shadow aspects are that are holding people back, they got tricked by their own low vibrations, dense energy, unhealed wounds, things that they were supposed to focus in on. And what happened? They did spell work over innocent people because in their minds, they truly believe that we have taken their inheritance, when in fact, nobody can take your inheritance. They can only create illusions around it. Only the divine can say, this is done, this is that, this is whatever. But when you're in alignment and you're listening to your intuition, you can't lose. Even when it seemed like things were taking too long, you were always right on time, chosen one. So a group of delusional people, too many to count, y'all, too many people that are like, they're doing spell work because they really do believe that we're attacking them. Like they really do believe that. You cannot convince these people that we didn't take something from them. Trickster energies. I feel like it's just like a big trickster energy dominating people who are weak minded. And when I mean weak minded, they're not looking to be strong mentally. They're not willing to test the spirit up against truth because they don't really want to see the truth. They're not walking in the truth. So, this is how these trickster energies are able to get in, penetrate their lives, and trick them. Something like that. Listen, welcome to Spiritual Core TV. Let's see. Yeah, listen, intuition. Okay. They tried their hand at magic. Clarify they tried their hands at magic. They got tricked by some type of trickster spirit. Look at collective coming in as lovers and healers, right? Trickster spirits. So because we're in this loving energy, it's triggering somebody's energy, triggering their demons. Because we're in this healing energy, they feel as though we made deals with the devil in order to get here. That's what I just heard. Clarify these people. What they got going on? Yeah, it's because they're like, they must have did some type of spell work. Why is this person getting this? And why are they getting that? Which is really a trickster energy because it puts them in an energy of envy and jealousy and insecurity and doubt and what it is that they deserve and what they desire compared to them just not being honest with themselves. Yeah, look, they're watching the divine collective go through some type of balanced energy, love energy, healing energy, recovering energy. These people got tricked into doing spell work. Clarify, trickster energy. See, the thing about retrograde, you really got to be still. You really got to read through those illusions. Those are shadow aspects. If not, you're going to come across somebody who's healed and it's going to trigger your awakening in a good way, in a bad way, in an indifferent way. And what you do in that very vulnerable space is going to determine how your life plays out from that moment forward. And some of these people were under illusions because they saw us ascending. So they felt like we did something to get there. They felt like we made deals with the devil. No, we did not. I can't make it up. Reality is setting in that a lot of people are about to fall off. They can't go with us to the next level. Clarify, they got tricked. Yeah, I can't make this up. Karmic masculines in the reverse, they wanted to dominate something that belongs to us. They got tricked, y'all, like literally. This is what happens when your mental faculties and your imagining faculties and delusions and nightmares and your own shadows and pain, and you come across somebody that seems to be happy, you automatically assume they made a deal with the devil because of the way your consciousness or your unconsciousness is wired. Those are trickster energies. That's somebody's own shadow that's really like haunting them. Divine masculine in the reverse. Yeah, that's karma. Yeah, I can't make this up. Look, sacrificing their rank and the possibility to do the work, the opportunities to do the work. Tricked, spiritual rank in the reverse. This is like people that were once in leadership are about to fall. Because how can you be a leader? How can you hold space of love and life for somebody and you're not willing to hold it for yourself? That's the bare minimum qualification in doing shadow work. They think we did spell work. They think we made agreements with the devil in order to get to this healing, in order to get a lover, in order to transform and ascend. No, this retrograde is only predicated on you listening to your intuition, looking at yourself, being honest, going within, looking at your heart, knowing that the veil is thin. You can see, clarify spiritual rank in the reverse. Somebody lost their spiritual rank. They spent all their time gossiping, talking. I'm telling you, it's like watching a group of people stand in a huddle, gossip and talk, and they're hoping that something manifests. And what they said was a lie. Gossip, trash talk, and lies in the reverse. This is people being exposed for lying. They said that we made deals with the devil, and they literally missed opportunities to do the work. They missed opportunities to see themselves in honest light. These are people that are in the presence of themselves, lying to themselves under illusions. Yeah, trickster energy. What tricked them? Their own energy. What came to the surface during retrograde was the truth about the matter, who they really are. These people were playing a dangerous game. And somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose. Copycat energy. I can't make it up. They can't mirror us. This is not a mirroring level, not at this level up. It's not a mirroring level. In order to mirror us, you have to be eye to eye with the collective, and you got to bring a high vibrational version of yourself. This is not like I just heard spiritual pedigree. What does that mean? Okay. My spirit team is giving me all kinds of downloads. Yeah. Protege. Okay. At this level, you have to really do the work. Inauthentic nature is just going to put you right here. Like literally, copycat energy doesn't even like work in the North Node. It just don't exist. There's too many authentic people, too many people naturally walking in their energy. Abandonment, alone, isolation. Yeah, that's all it's going to do. Clarify, these people got tricked out of their spot. They tried to copy us. So somebody told a group of people that we made deals with the devil. So guess what they did? Okay, we're going to go make deals with the devil in order to get a spiritual rank. So they put offerings out for spirits that they decided to pursue. Oh yeah, don't go pursuing any spirits. Don't do it. I don't care what somebody tells you. Somebody could sit up like, oh yeah, I work with this spirit, I work with that spirit, I work with the whatever. You don't know that person's spiritual lineage, you don't know their background. One thing that I know for sure in the spirit realm, when spirits are assigned to you by way of your spirit team, they will let you know. But when you go and pursue spirits because you think that's what somebody did in order to get their ranking, you will find yourself confused. Somebody pursued some type of spiritual work that they weren't supposed to pursue. Okay. The goal was to get a gift. I want a gift. So they went and did what we did, or so they thought, but we didn't do that. Okay. Lies were exposed. This is what happens when you fall for trickster energy. Yeah, these are people that were lusting, gluttonous, Leviathan energy, slothful energy. Clarify. I can make this up. What was the work that needed to be done? Just, talk to your inner child. Remember why you started. Tap into your creativity, mothering energy. If you didn't have a good mother, then be a good mother to yourself. Yeah, look, these are people that got stopped at the gate. Impersonation. I'm telling you, North Node is not a copycat's favorite place to be. They get exposed instantly. In the presence of all this high ranking spirituality, they're like, you fake, huh? You phony, huh? Oh, you fell for the lie? That's what I just heard. Now they feel like we making fun of them. Yeah, because that mask got to come off. You got to be for real with yourself, not us, but yourself, okay? And somebody's just not ready to do that. In fact, it's a bunch of people that are like this right now. Reality is setting in that they can't come with the divine collective. Impersonation, oh, excuse me, impersonation in the reverse. What's the throat chakra energy? Who's that? Something about you being secure. So that was a form of protection. Thank you, angels. Somebody doesn't want me to speak this truth, okay? So that was a form of protection. Something about your prosperity being secure, your Taurus energy. Something about you speaking what you want and it happens. Thank you. Optimism. A copycat can't copy that. Somebody's abandoned and isolated because people didn't want to sit down and do the work. The universe is abandoning them. The universe is making sure that they're isolated long enough to see themselves, and they do not like the reflection. Not at all. They can't impersonate anymore. They can't trash talk. The lies have backfired. Somebody wanted to dominate somebody's spiritual rank. Yeah, I can't make this up. What were we supposed to be doing in retrograde? Energy work, y'all. Working on yourself, energy work. The shadows is a time for you to reflect on yourself. If you find yourself too preoccupied with somebody else, pray about that. Especially if it's a negative thing in a negative way, all the gossip backfires. Something's not adding up. Even amongst people that are confused, they're like, well, I thought you said, well, no, that wasn't true. The fact of the matter is, these people wasted yet another retrograde, another opportunity, and we are nearing the end of the year. Just like that, 1044 on the timer, 144,000 cells activated. LGBTQIA, okay, could be significant. Chaos magic. Somebody could have talked about your sexuality, said that you were gay and you're not, something like that. They wanted chaos. Now they're going through chaos. Something about your transformation. While people were being distracted, you were somewhere mending and recovering. Now these people are looking like this because something backfired. Hey, this is what happens when you spend all your days wasting time. Time is an illusion. Yes, it's true, but those pockets of retrograde, that ebb and flow of the moon cycles, are opportunities to emotionally look at yourself. The end. How is it that we know when somebody is phony and they're wearing a mask? Because we're working with ourselves. We know ourselves. We're getting to know ourselves more and more, and the versions of ourselves that we're committed to change on a daily. This is what's giving the copycats a headache. Oh, man. This is what's giving the copycats a headache. Intellectual thieves. Clarify. You broke free from some type of nasty projections, attachments, cords. Something is over. Some type of nasty, dark energy is literally oversaturated. It's like somebody just oversaturated the energy with dark, dense energy using gossip, spoken words, something like that. Something has been exposed. Chaos magic is backfiring. Now they want to play the victim, but in reality, the universe is making them see themselves. Go talk to your inner child. Okay, intellectual thieves. They want to get something fast and they're not getting it. This could be business ideas. Some of you are like starting your own businesses. Whatever this is that you're doing, people want it and they can't have it. And the harsh reality of that is putting them in this debunked energy. Some of these people lost their spiritual rank trying to come for your head. Retrograde was a bad time to be on demon time. That was a time to look at your shadows, cut through the illusions, don't get easily provoked, pay attention to your karma. If you have any karma, if there's anything within you, a transgression, sit with that, work with that. This is not about somebody else forgiving you. That part is up to them. Forgive yourself, hold space for yourself, accept mercy and grace genuinely, authentically, so much so that it changes the way you deal with things, the way this is about changed behavior. And somebody didn't change their behavior, but they were banking on you being a certain way so they could copy that. I just heard over and out 10-4. It's a hell no. Something like that. You got a whole bunch of people behind the scenes. Like literally, the universe is making people see themselves and they don't like what they see. Hell, we don't like what we see. Look at this person. Their eyes are bloodshot. Somebody's crying and screaming, so mad that they're screaming. Somebody's Adam's apple is popping out. They're pulling their hair out because they can't take your spiritual gifts. And the gossip has backfired, okay? You got a couple of drug addicts around here too, okay? Some of these people have addictions, something like that. Your light team don't give a damn. Quagmire energy. These people got tricked by their own shadows, literally. Your spirit team is with you, something about you being divinely protected, even when you thought maybe something was going to happen during retrograde, or maybe somebody wanted you to feel an energy of fear, like something was going to happen during retrograde. Your light team was here to light the way. This was about inner child, unconditional love for self and source. This is when we get our new assignments. Right after the retrograde, right around the full moon, that's when the universe is like, okay, you get an incentive. Congratulations, you go to the next level. These people can't go to the next level. In fact, they've been pushed down a few notches, okay? They've been bumped down several levels beneath us. Somebody should have worked with wherever they were at the beginning of this retrograde, but now they got to go all the way back on something. This could be childhood wounds. This could be feeling rejected, family dynamics, still harboring resentment for siblings, family, something like that. Somebody refuses to heal, excess, gluttony, doing too much of something, having to be sat down, secret alliances being exposed. Clarify, these people got tricked out of their spot and demoted. Again, a lot of people in bad health, y'all, over these death rituals that backfire, sickness spells that backfire, desperate for energy. Okay. Spirit says this is just the beginning of the backfire. Yeah. Witchy sister energy. This could be a sibling or somebody that you consider family, god sister, biological sister, sister from another mister, sister from another sister, stepsister, the other sister, the sister of your sister. Whatever it is, you're getting the fortune, okay? Why? Because you're doing the energy work, okay? Somebody's got to stand up to this bloodline. Somebody's got to lead this bloodline. Listen, look at all of these shadows over somebody. What was the chaos about? The chaos was about running from your shadow. Don't run from your shadow. Face your shadow. Admit it to yourself. If nobody else is there but you and your shadow. Find balance as best you can. Be honest with yourself. These people aren't ready to be honest. Hell, they don't even want to take this mask off. Impersonation in the reverse. The universe had to pull the mask off and say, hey, why you got that wig on? Whose costume is this? I just heard, get that goddamn wig off your head. Who you trying to be? Stop it. Okay. What are you doing? Somebody's being exposed. Okay. Let me calm down because I feel like this is a sensitive topic, but somebody's got a lot of work to do and they want to project it our way and it's just not working. We got too many angels on the front line. They're going to take all that projection energy and leave you somewhere like drifting into darkness, slipping into darkness. I just heard slipping into darkness, and I heard creators say they were slipping into darkness. Something about the internet. Somebody needs to log off. Somebody needs to get their phone taken away. Somebody needs to just stop, sit down, have a moment, be quiet. Feel it. It hurts. Yes. It's ugly. That's you. That's all you. Nobody's doing anything to you. Yeah, listen. These are illusions. You got to be able to have a keen sense. If you don't have a keen sense of reality, pray about that. Hey, divine creator, hey, help me with my senses. Help me to see the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And also allow me to see the solution. Somebody was too focused in on the problem and projecting that onto somebody that they couldn't de-rank the whole time. Quiet is kept. They lost their spiritual rank trying to dominate. These are spiritual people that are about to fall from grace. These are people that know better. Spiritual rank in the reverse and authority figure in the reverse. These are people that want to be in leadership, but they're not good people to take advice from. Why? Because they won't even take their own advice. They're not even taking their higher self's advice. You got to listen to your higher self. Nobody's going to do that for you. It's a real walk. I want to be the high priestess. Okay, it's work. It's work. I don't know about nobody else's position, but it's a lot of work. But when you put yourself in alignment, it's beautiful. It's not like, oh, I got to go to work. Some of these people are bored with what it is that they do because they're doing it for the wrong reasons. They need to revisit why they started something. There's people in the spiritual community, they got to revisit why they started. They got to check their intentions. They're bored with what they're doing. Their content is redundant. They're bored. They don't know what to do. You know, you got new content creators coming in. You got new creative people coming in. Okay. They got good creative outlets and ideas. Excuse me. They can sing. They can dance. They're creative. They're tapped in. You have to allow space, room, and opportunity for people to do what it is that they want to do. But when you're in your own lane, that's your lane. Nobody can do you better than you. That's what I just saw in my mind's eye. Somebody's bored doing something because they're being told to do something else. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. I can't make this up. Some of these people are mad because you love what it is that you do. I just saw that in the spiritual community. Not that I want to make this reading about that, because I don't feel like this reading is isolated to that which is online. But every time I see the internet and spiritual rank in the reverse, you got some people that's about to drop off. I mean, literally, people are going to be like, whatever happened to such and such? Like, dang, what happened to the other person? It's like that. They got to walk away because spiritually they're being called to correct something. And because they didn't want to listen, it's not them listening to us. It's them listening to spiritual law. But some of these people do not respect spiritual law. They do what they want to do because we all have free will. But I promise you, spiritual law is in place to protect you. The 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Commandments, the 10 of Cups, all of that's in alignment when you respect the law. Rule number 1, don't go chasing spirits that do not call for you. Rule number 2, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Rule number 3, don't go out and make enemies. When your enemy is saying, sit your bum ass down, who ignores a call from their higher self? It's like picking up the phone and says, yes, your higher self is calling. You just keep declining. Like, what are you doing? No, don't do that. Retrograde is an opportunity for introspect. Retrospect. If there is something lying beneath the surface, it's going to come out and you have to deal with it. You have people that were ignoring the signs and they thought that we did spell work to go up the ranks. Trying to get on somebody's level and you want to rob, steal, kill, steal, and destroy. But what's happening is you're taking yourself and you're leaving yourself behind. How's it that you're trying to travel to the next level, but you're not taking a version of yourself with yourself? You're just copying somebody else's recipe, but that recipe doesn't add up for what it is that you're trying to cook up. It's not going to taste the same. It's not your life. Go get your life. Go find your soul. Okay, I'm sorry that you lost your way, but you got to get it together or it's over. Death. What else is there to live for? If you don't get it together and if you don't show up for yourself, then what else is there to live for? Death also represents an opportunity to go through a transformation, or this could be a permanent end. Who's to say? Only the creator can say that. I'm just here to tell the story. A lot of these people are stuck in between two realms. Two of Pentacles, trapped in between two realities, unstable, doubting whether or not they can rebalance something out. Once all that gossip subsides, it's over. Yeah, I can't make this up. The Lovers, look, they want what the collective has. And so they feel like we made deals with the devil. That's what they feel? Okay, let's see. Now they're arguing with the spirit realm. Clarify, they feel like we made deals with the devil, child. Clarify, spirit. Let's be fair. Show us the truth. They feel like the collective. No, all we did was close the door. We exited the building. That's all we did. We went towards self-love. That's all we did. Emotionally stable over your own emotions and a master over your own heart. We didn't have to cut no deals with no demons. My nose is itching. Some of these people got demons on them. They got banshees after they ass, money demons, sex demons, all kind of stuff they went into contracts with at a time that we were supposed to be working for the divine and working on ourselves. That's what I just heard. We were being called to a higher standard. Some of these people like, I don't want to respect the rules. I just, that's boring. They like playing with demons. Okay, we'll leave them there in between two realities. Who are we to stop people from executing their own free will? But when they want to try to get like us, that means they got to do exactly what we had to go through. Now they're being demoted. Spirit is like, you really want with the collective God? You want love? You want this Ace of Wands? You want the higher fine energy? That's what you want? You want all of that, huh? Okay, we're going to knock you down 1,000 notches. Okay, you ready? On your mark, get set, go. Ace of Cups. No, 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 no. I didn't mean it like that. No, 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 no. That's what you're going to get. It's the only way to do it. In order to go high, you got to go deep down in the dark. Strength energy. You got to go to hell. Only go to hell and face yourself. Queen of Cups. I can't make this up. Self-love. They wanted all of that. They're like, okay, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, the lovers. Okay, I'll do anything to get this. This is what they're telling the demons. Well, the demons are like, well, first of all, you got to face your inner child. Even the demons know the rules. Like, your inner child is all messed up. Look, Empress energy, divine mother, divine father energy. And then you got the Two of Wands. So what exactly did we do? We just closed the door and moved forward. We turned our backs on people that weren't ready to go. We stopped trying to convince them and we just simply made an example of the situation, did the work, and kept it pushing. When was the last time you had a conversation with your inner child? Yeah, look, when was the last time you wrote your inner child a letter? When was the last time you talked to your future version of yourself and asked for some type of guidance, calling upon your higher self, the best version of yourself that knows the way? Because your higher self and your inner child is going to tell you what it is that you need to know, not what you want to know. Don't go tickling your own ears. I'm really talking to myself. Look, Three of Cups. It's a party. 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 You got the Ten of Pentacles here, okay? So, yeah, let's see. They got tricked out of their spot. Yeah, they got tricked out their damn spot. Ain't nobody got time. These people got demoted, y'all. The universe is making a decision. This is out of our jurisdiction, our scope of reality. You know why? Because it's no longer our responsibility. We were told to close the door and go down the Two of Wands. And so we did that. We didn't look back. The Chariot in the reverse, Justice in the reverse. Too busy trying to stop the collective, exile. They got tricked and ended up getting demoted. Imagine spell work backfiring and no ability to stop it. Towers backfiring. Stuck in between realms, too busy trying to destroy somebody else's chariot, and your chariot ends up getting flipped over, only to realize that we've been 1,000 steps ahead. We were out of retrograde long before these people realized it. How's that possible? Because the planetary alignment, Jupiter is doing a lot right now. Yeah, I can't make this up. Look, Queen of Swords. While these people were gossiping, that Queen of Swords wanted to come up in the reverse. While they were gossiping, trying to start strife, Spirit says it was supposed to come up in the reverse. Roll back the tape. Okay. While they were gossiping, Five of Wands trying to create chaos. Collective was somewhere in the King of Cups, Hierophant, Lovers, Ace of Wands, talking to the Most High God. That's the best place to be. I don't know about nothing else. Okay. Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay. Clarify what's going on, Spirit. Somebody's getting a tower. Oh, Lord. Something about getting readings, information, talking, gossip, being educated, Page of Wands. Somebody's being educated on the truth and it has them snapping. They're getting towers. They don't like it. Whatever their magic is that they're doing is only making their life worse. The Six of Swords. We just keep moving on. Temperance energy, balance, and sailing to calmer waters. I like this side. I don't know about y'all, but I like being in my strength with the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Lovers, King of Cups, Queen of Cups. No deals with the devil. Karma cleared up. What's good, Holy Spirit? With the Hierophant and the Three of Cups. Ain't nobody out here making no deals with the devil. Clarify the Two of Wands. Somebody's mad because the door got shut on them. Somebody tried to catch up to the elevator, and they're like, oh, let me in. People put their hand between the elevator. Oh, no, no, this elevator is going up, baby. Your elevator is going down. Your chariot is in the reverse, honey. Oh, what? Huh? Yeah. All that gossip, what you was talking about, you done talked yourself into a slippery slope, somewhere slipping in the darkness. Where you're going, nobody knows, but there's chaos agents there to escort you back to the chaos that you created. And maybe they're giving you a little bit more. They're giving you a show with the Tower, the Knight of Cups. We don't want to be friends. We don't want to be friends. Hey, girl. Hey, guy. Call us. Ain't nobody calling y'all. There's nothing to talk about. Didn't y'all talk about that in the circle when y'all was gossiping? Remember when you was in this little Three of Pentacles hanging out? I heard, she said, they said, we said, and then you say, the sun. Yeah, I just heard, I'm happy. Leave me alone. Knight of Swords. Some of these people didn't anticipate that we would stick up for ourselves. I don't know why they would think that, but that's what they thought. Okay. The Knight of Swords, you spoke the truth and you called for divine intervention and you asked for judgment and judgment came. That is a gift. That does conclude this message. I love you all so much. Thank you for the love, the likes, the shares, the beautiful donations. Big shout out to all the members who joined the memberships. The readings over there are exclusive and they're lit. I got a little fired up on one of them readings. I'm gonna tell you, I got this close in my shadow. And the most I God granted me. Oh, okay. Let me stop. Yeah, join the memberships. Okay, there are exclusive readings there. I was gonna say the Most High God granted me permission just to kind of speak my say, but once I surrendered it, that was it. And I was in the right. I'm like, oh, I'm about to listen. Okay, enough. Judgment, judgment. I love y'all, okay? I'll see you soon in the next video. Until then, as always, peace be with you.